It's in the game. Tar Heels will put total leather and will get started. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So the Missouri Tigers offense will get the football first. But Jesse, it's always fun to see a guy who's been challenged, see if he can answer the bell and get things done.
Well, we talked to him this week, and he knows that people are out there questioning him. And I think that leaves a big chip on his shoulder, David. He wants to prove to the entire college football world he's got what it takes to win this football game. This is a big test for him.
And here's the thing. Proving it is one thing, Jesse, but it's not about you. And this is a team game. Obviously, the quarterback position is so dependent on others' success, but play within yourself, make those plays, don't make the big mistakes.
He's got it again. They'll knock him down after a pickup of 1 to the 18.
And man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Scanning the field, it's right. Here's the pressure. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
And that's exactly what this defense wanted to do coming into this game. They wanted to set up third down so that they could let their pass rush take over. They feel they've got a shot to be really successful if they can force the opponent to live in third and obvious passing situations. And that time, on the first third down of the game, they take advantage and get the sack.
Missouri will have to send out the punt team. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He'll take it on the return. There he goes! Open it up! And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. The Tar Heels offense will try to get something started with their first possession. And Jesse, the man in the backfield today, not necessarily a superstar. They'll just try to have him grind out the tough yards when they need it.
He needs to be solid in this game. He doesn't need to be a Heisman Trophy winner today for them to win, but he has to get the yards when they present themselves. Take what the defense gives him, and you cannot turn the ball over.
No, you got to hold on to that rock, but it would be nice. I think this offense would really open up with some more consistency at this spot. Now, a running back they can really depend on. He becomes that guy. If he can grow into that, this offense can take that next step.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Got him downfield. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down. So first down here as they go back to work. To the air, it's Knight. Quarterback adapting. There we go. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, North Carolina. Sometimes you're hesitant to use your quarterback as a runner. Not when your quarterback runs like this.
You're dang right. I'm going to use him. I'm going to use him early and often. The dude can run so well, can make you miss. Do you worry about him getting dinged up throughout a game? Sure, but when you can do things like that, it makes your offense so much stronger.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finished it off with an exclamation point, running it in from the 19. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there, they try to run the football on the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. The Tigers are in a mess here on 3rd and a mile. Back to throw, it's right. He'll loft one deep down the left side. Throws into double coverage and it's picked off. Got some room to run. He's down at the 27. They can't stop the clock, and this is a first down.
Well, that's a huge moment here in the game at the end of the first half because the offense is trying to march down the field. They're trying to cut into the opponent's lead, but with that interception and with that return, the defense now, they've put their team in an opportunity to pad their lead with more points here at the end of the first half.
The North Carolina offense returns to the field. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Rides the back on the option, the give. He's loose. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. They'll immediately call timeout.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
And the Tar Heels will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. Oh, they're after him! And he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity, but it's incomplete.
And you just got to wonder if the pass rush affected the QB's accuracy on that throw. He had his guy wide open in the end zone, but he had to throw it a split second faster than he wanted to, and the ball got away.
Looking for the end zone, and he rolls into the house. Touchdown, UNC!
And how big is that for this offense? Put a nice drive together, get the touchdown, add to this lead already. Everything right now, Palmer, going their way.
Yeah, that was as good a 2-minute type situation as you could have offensively. And David, they've got so many weapons on this offense. They practice these situations all the time, and they put it to work here at the end of the first half.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point makes it 14-0. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And what a way to finish it with a 9-yard touchdown run. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. From inside the 15, chance for a good return. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. And this less than stellar performance is something you just can't afford when you have a turning on the Jets. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. Dropping back, it's right. Under fire. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Got it in the middle, it's Ford. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Just enough time for one final play in this half. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. And he's dragged down after the interception, and that's how we'll close out the first half. Missouri will put a foot to it to start us in the second half. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. Here's the chance for the proverbial double dip. Get a score late in the first half and back it up with one early in the second.
Yeah, and it's such a big deal with, I don't know how to quantify it, Jesse Reese. Like, we've talked about it for years. When you get that momentum on your side, it's so hard to stop it. And they created it right before the first half. Now, big opportunity here for them, Bowman.
Yeah, and so the defense, David, they've got to nip it in the bud right now, too. And I think they were really upset with the way that first half ended, giving up points the way they did. They need to make a stop on this drive right now, not let this thing get out of hand.
The Tar Heels can really attack on this second and short. Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back.
False start on offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And now on second down for this offense. Off play action. Dances away from the pressure, going to his left. He's got it. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. First and 10. Looking to throw, it's Knight. Fires to the wideout. Snagged in the middle, it's Thomas. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Tar Heels!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
PAT unit on the field. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And the score coming on the touchdown pass from 55 yards out. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. There's still plenty of time, but you see that 21-point deficit, and there is a sense of urgency now. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And after your defense just went out there and gave them a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not in. They were ready for...
And here's a fumble way behind the line. He's got the ball, and he'll try to pick up a few. They knock him down finally, but boy, he was trying to make something out of that, and he stopped short of the first down marker. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Tremendous awareness along the sideline and the ability to get the foot down for the big pickup. So Missouri will have to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on fourth down. He's got it, first down and more. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down. Back to pass, it's right. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Gets drilled as he throws. The big pressure on 4th down, and they'll get it back. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today too, David. They had a really good game plan coming into this one, and they went out and they executed at a very high level.
Yeah, lights out, and this game's over. I'm interested to see the philosophy now. Do we keep chucking the pill and keep trying to score points? Because it's the defense's responsibility to stop them, or do they just run this clock and say, all right, we did enough today. We kicked them in the face.
False start on offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. Boy, they have delighted these home fans here by putting this game in a hammerlock, David.
Yeah, this crowd's been jacked up. They've been excited. Now they get to breathe.
It's a running room, and he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, North Carolina! An impressive run from the back, gets him 6 points, good drink of water, and maybe a little oxygen.
He definitely needs some oxygen after that long run, but it looks simple, right? Just hand the ball off, but when you can make big plays like this in the run game, man, does it make offense fun.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. What a way to send a message. Huge play in the running game. One snap, and you've got a touchdown on the board. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Bringing the heat. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
And man, is that just indictment of the day. Your quarterback getting drilled late in the football game. This offense has sputtered. They haven't found any kind of good rhythm. They haven't done things that really gives your coach confidence and it makes you want to believe in them. This offense has a lot of work to do before their next football game.
The Tigers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Nowhere to go. The ball's loose. Defense has it. They're on the move. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. For a touchdown here with this little time left and with the lead, but they might anyway. A 1st down run in the red zone. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And they tacked on the extra point. They got the ball in great field position, and bam, bam, 2 plays and into the end zone. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. Here's the return from inside his 10. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Looking for a man. It's right. Here comes the heat. It's complete to the left. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
And this game is obviously out of hand. But I think the fans would argue, too, at this point, like, all right, well, let's not throw checkdowns, right? Let's throw some deep balls and continue to open up this offense and keep fighting. I think that's what you want to see. You want to see your squad not quit. Keep fighting until the very end of the football game.
This is what an elite team does. They know they're better. They go out. They take the figurative sledgehammer and hit them right between the eyes.
And they just look good in every phase of the game. If I'm on the coaching staff, I don't know what you could ask for your guys to do better. I think the challenge now for this team is going out next week and trying to play with the same type of intensity and the same level of execution.
Well, Jesse, it's easy to look good on the field when you look that good in your uni. Like when you look that good coming off the bus. Those dudes are good. This is a great team, and they proved it. Just domination from start to finish.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football. Commodores will kick it away to start us off. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Across the 25 to the 26 before going out of bounds, and that's where the offense will go to work. So North Carolina's offense will have first crack at this one. And David, we'll see whether this running back has the ability to elevate his game and really become a star in this offense.
Yeah, he's still developing. You know, I think when you watch him, you say, oh, he's still learning the vision and how to play the running back spot. And I think you leave him, Jesse, going, I want a little bit more. I want more consistency, more big plays so this offense can really take off.
I think the coaching staff, I think the fans know for the future of this program, they need to upgrade at the position. They'll try to do that in recruiting or the portal. But for right now, today, this guy has to be able to make plays when his opportunities show up.
It's the runs like that that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35.
We love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
And the Tar Heels with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Going to the running game. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
Well, it's not a home run, but it's just enough by the running back to move the chains.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Use the play fake, now to throw. Unloads to the right. Got his man downfield. Oh, he's got some space. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
Talking to this coaching staff, they felt they had matchups in the passing game that they could win, and they wanted to test this defense and see if they could take the top off. Well, you saw it right there. Opening drive of the game, they're being aggressive, they're taking a shot, and they come up with a big one. And trust me, fellas, they're going to keep taking those shots because they've got some dudes outside.
Looking to throw, it's Knight. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Makes the grab. It's Jordan. Wide open spaces. And he takes it all the way down to the 10-yard line. An explosive play for this offense.
Nice catch by the big target. Those big tight ends, you could tell in football, are just becoming more and more of a weapon on every single team.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. They throw it in reverse as that's the final play here in the first period. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with 2nd down. Back to pass. Dances away to buy time. Unloads to the wideout. He makes a grab. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive.
And here comes money down for this offense. 3rd down execution is a premium. You work on it all week ad nauseum for these moments when you can execute when the field starts to shrink.
Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Now the play fake. Blasted as he lets it go. Touchdown, UNC! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
You talk about ball control offense. This offense just held the ball for the whole first quarter and then some. Strung a drive together, making the great plays when they needed them. That's a great opening statement from this offense.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. So it's a 73-yard touchdown drive. And the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. From inside his own 15, trying to follow his blockers. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. So Vanderbilt's offense will try to get something going with their first possession. And David, their quarterback hasn't always blown you away statistically, but he is a guy that the coaches trust.
Yeah, and he'll show you some flashes of why you should trust him, Reese. But here's the thing. This is not a guy that we're saying, go win me the football. And that's not where he's at right now in his career. Jesse, he's a guy that needs the others. They got to help him out. They got to play on schedule, not make those mistakes, and guys really play well around him.
Yeah, David, the one thing quarterbacks don't want to be referred to as is a game manager, but that's really more what this guy is. You're right.
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
And a great job by the defense, dropping in zone coverage, all eyes on the quarterback, taking away the options, and then finally the pass rush gets home, gets him on the ground.
To do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Grabbed in the middle, it's Simmons. They stop him short, and we'll have a big 4th down coming. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. And the Commodores will send out the punt unit. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. He'll field the punt and take it back. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. The North Carolina offense to the field. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
It was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
Finds his man. It's Hardy. Crosses the 35, out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play, spotted at the 32.
And that's why if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field.
Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
And listen, the quarterback drops back, and he's going through his progressions. We see zone, but just couldn't do anything about it. This defensive line, this pressure, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the...
He lets it fly. And they can't hook up, going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down.
You know, as an offense, you just don't get that many great opportunities in games to hit these type of big-time plays. When plays like that present themselves and receivers are open, as a quarterback, you have got to make that throw.
And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. The Tar Heels will try to pin them back with the punt. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Wants to throw on 1st down. Trying to make magic on the scramble. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Can't find a receiver, and down goes the quarterback. A sack to punctuate this first half. And the Tar Heels will kick it off to start the second half. From inside the 10, here he comes. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. Tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. The Commodores come to the line on third and short, looking to keep the drive moving. He'll pull it on the read. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up fourth down. The punt team makes its way onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Fields the punt and tries to work it the other way. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. The defense uses their second timeout of the half as they try to get their act together.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying.
Gonna let it fly. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's fourth down. The Tar Heels will call on their punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And they'll blow it dead around the 30-yard line. They'll put the ball in play from their own 30-yard line. The give to the back. Finds enough room to get 3 out to the 34.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to.
And the defense, they've got him at the 27. So we open the final period with a third down play. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the 4th.
It's 4th down. They need a touchdown, but they have to do a better job in pass protection. They've given up back-to-back sacks. That's the critical factor here on this 4th down play.
This late in the game, there's really no question about it. To have any chance to tie this thing up, they have to convert here on 4th down. Hit as he throws. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. One possession game, getting late, first order of business, just take care of the football.
So they call this situation 4-minute offense, where you're trying to run the football and throw high percentage passes to maintain possession and bleed the clock. This is a very difficult point of the game to execute at a high level, though.
Yeah, and listen, what you understand as an offense is if I get 1 or 2 first downs, this ball game's over. And that's your sole objective. Not scoring, take care of the football, get a few first downs, walk out with the W.
They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. He's going for the goal line. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Tar Heels.
And it was was so important for the offense to come up with a touchdown there and not kick a field goal. You're trying to put this thing out of reach. And that touchdown puts so much pressure on their opponent now with less than 2 minutes to go.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the fourth. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. From inside his own 15, looking for a crevice. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. Going right to work up top. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, there have been way too many incompletions for this offense in this game. It's a big reason why they're trailing, obviously. They've never been able to get into a rhythm, and at this juncture here on a 2-minute situation in your own end, you got to find ways to start throwing completions somewhere out on the field to get back in this game.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
Man, that's crippling, because offensively you had to do something with the football, make a play. You fumble the ball, put it on the turf. Defense recovers. With this deficit, ball game over.
North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they try to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W.
Yeah, and listen, this makes the post-game handshake fun sometimes. If you do choose to rub a little salt in it and keep chucking and keep scoring, I'm here for it, Jesse. Like, your job is to score points. It's my job to stop it. Keep the foot to the accelerator. Keep trying to play ball.
I agree 1,000%. That's like Steve Spurrier back in the day when I was playing for the Gators. You go and play for him because you want the opportunity to throw the ball. So when you get in the game late, you're not handing it off. We were beating Central Michigan.
And you'll race it to the house. Touchdown, North Carolina! These guys looking to put the finishing touches on this game with that score.
Yeah, I think you feel confident that ends it, right? Late in the game, it will take a miracle for the defense to get back in it. That miracle is no longer coming now.
Lining up to add another. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the fourth. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. And it's on the guy behind center to get this offense going. Big plays in the passing game. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. Got to get everybody to the line and spike it to stop the clock. And the Commodores need a massive chunk play to move the sticks here on 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Finds his man. It's Singleton. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. The Commodores want to move quickly. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. It's incomplete, and the defense comes up with a stop.
And I get it. At this point in the second half, dude, we got to make something happen. We haven't been good enough. We got to score a lot of points and quickly. You got to be aggressive. They tried. They failed again. This game is all but over.
They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. Snap to the back. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. A strong, methodical, workman-like effort from this team. No frills, just get the job done and get the win.
I love when you describe my teams like that. Just consistent, methodical, strong. I don't have to do things special every single week. All I'm supposed to do is get the W, and that's what they did.
And this is why practice is so important, guys. You can tell that this team was locked in way back earlier in the week. They watched the film. They got good looks in practice. They knew what to anticipate. They knew what looks they were going to see. And when those looks presented themselves, boy, oh boy, did they ever take advantage.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.